Good morning. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Time for another card challenge. I will confess, I have no idea if this is working because I got a brand new iPad yesterday and, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It says live and it says recording, but I cannot see any comments. And I have it done to comments, but I'm not seeing anything. So we're just going to do the best we can. Yesterday, I had a horrible time with my team meeting too. So, well, here we go. So, happy Wednesday. Like I said, this is Card Challenge Wednesday. And last week we had a card challenge for Mother's Day cards, and I had 11 of you submit cards. I'm so happy. So we will be spinning for that for our winner in just a minute. Today's card challenge is going to be a card sketch, and I will be sharing with you from my 30 card sketches with examples. Yay, I see a comment. Good morning, Debbie Spicer. Oh, praise the Lord. Okay, I'm glad this is working. And Mary Peterson's here too. Great. There's a bad delay on this too. Okay, I'm just going to focus. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Keep saying, okay. All right, I'm Christina Reese. This is Creating with Christina. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page. And I love to help card makers with their card making by sharing tips and art design skills in my card making tutorials. Now, before we get started, I've switched over. Before we get started, did you all get yesterday's email about my paper share? Okay, I had some of you guys going, I'm not sure what a paper share is, but sounds good. So if you did not get yesterday's email, it had all the information, message me, okay, and I will send you the link. And okay, and also a paper share is one of the best ways to get all of the new designer paper in the new catalog that goes live May 4th without having to pay all of the money and getting way too much designer paper. So you get, if you pay for half, you get half of every paper pack and you only pay half for the paper. If you only want a quarter of the pack, you just pay for quarter of the pack. So there's two options, half of the packs or a quarter of the packs. And like I said, the email yesterday explained it all. If you didn't get yesterday's email, then message me and I'll send that to you. All right, let's get started on today's card. Here we go. So I have the supply list. There we go, the supply list. We need a card base, and I'm using our terracotta tile here. This in color was from 2 years ago. It is retiring. And I'm also got some scrap paper for my sentiment. And then third, yesterday I did a watercolor wash, a watercolor background, and I used salt. And if you didn't see Monday's tutorial, I did upload it to YouTube, but there's no sound, so it's really bad. But I have one that I had made before back at Christmas time, and I show you how to do that same technique with a Christmas card. So I will put that link in the description below. All right, so we have our card base and our scrap paper and our watercolor paper. And here is my watercolor paper from Monday, okay? And quickly, let me explain what it is. What I did is I just put water all over my watercolor paper, sprinkled salt, let it stay overnight, and then it dried and it left these really cool designs where the salt had absorbed the water. It's really cool. All right, so I have this piece here, and I'm gonna stamp with the Dino Days here. The Dino Days is retiring also, and I just wanna remind you that we are having the last product retirement sale. Now, this also has dies that go with it, or you can purchase with it. but it is retiring. It's no longer available after May 4th. And I'll tell you right now, we don't have any dinosaurs in the new catalog. So if you need some dinosaur stamps in the future, you'll want to get this now because it retires May 4th. All right, so we're using this. And I love this little T-Rex. And look at his little baby arms. Are they just the funniest little things? And then there is a cute little saying that says, I love you this much. It's more than it looks. But we're going to be using, I think You're a Rarsome Friend. Is that the one I picked? Yeah. You Are Rarsome. That's what I'm using today. Okay. Let's go ahead and make this piece here. And like I said, this is our card challenge. It is a card sketch, and I will explain all that a minute. I will also spin for last week's card challenge in just a minute. I want to get the card made for those people who aren't interested in the challenge. They just want to know how to make this card. Let's get this made. So here we go. I've inked up the palm branch and the dinos and also the pterodactyl here. And I'm just going to rub that on. And I'm using the Stamparatus because see how light that is? It's too light. I need that a lot darker than that. So we're going to stamp it a few times here. And that's one of the great things about having a Stamparatus is you can stamp multiple times and get it darker or darker. Or if you don't get a good impression, you can redo it and get a better impression. So that's just one of the many benefits of the Stamparatus. Okay. Oops, just stuck my finger in the black ink. So there we go. And last time, this should be good. Okay, pressing it real hard to get in there. Oh yeah, that's great. All right, so we're done with the Stamparatus. Let me peel that off of there and put this away. And the leaf part of our palm tree, okay, we need to do this. And so I'm going to ink it up as good as I can. I'm not using the Stamparatus like I did on Monday. Yeah, I found that it actually works okay without the Stamparatus. These cute palm leaves, if I can get them in there without overlapping too much. Okay. There we go, and the fifth one. Okay, so now we have our palm tree, our T-Rex, and our pterodactyl. We are ready to make this card sketch. So here we go. The card sketch is card sketch number 26. Now this is, let me zoom out. This is my card sketch ebook that I sell. It's called 30 Card Sketches with Examples. And I made this quite a few years ago. And the year that I did this card sketch, I just took some white cardstock and created like a designer paper with that stamp set from that year and then put the sentiment. So we're making it very similar to this, but we're using our Dino days. So the first thing I need to do is cut my watercolor paper to the size of, let me put that back up there. We're cutting the watercolor paper at 3 3/4 inch square, okay? And my handy dandy trimmer here. And I'm starting at the bottom because I want the palm tree to be on the ground. I don't want my palm tree floating in the air. Okay, my T-Rex on the ground. So that shows me how far up now I want to cut up here. Now it's going to be pretty close. I don't want to chop off too much. Okay, good pick. There we go. Okay. And then the sides. Now the sides, 3 3/4 is not very much because this piece is cut at 4 1/2. So I'm taking the 3 3/4 right there and the cut line, and I'm kind of trying to center this up as best I can. All right, I don't want to cut off too much, but it's okay if my palm tree gets cut off. I don't mind that. But my dinosaurs, I don't really want their tails chopped if I can help it. There we go. All right. Oh, Debbie, you've got so many you want to get before they retire. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's hard, I know. But these are like dinosaurs. You need a dinosaur stamp in your stash because Dinosaurs are the best for little boy birthdays, but also this one is so cute because it says, I love you this much is more than it looks. And I made my husband his birthday card with this dinosaur one using that saying. So that was really cute. All right, so we have it cut at the size I want. And let me pull the sketch back in. So this piece is going to go right here, okay? There's my card base. Then I have my sentiment and my twine here, okay? So let me pull back in the rest of the pieces. Here we go. And I'll put that over there. Wee. Okay, here is my sentiment. Now, I have the terracotta tile and the, this is terracotta tile. This is Pretty Peacock. Okay. My sentiment is going to have Pretty Peacock behind it, ribbon. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Pretty Peacock. All right, and just put it right there. Okay, and then, yeah, donkeys work for a boy. Of course they do. I love that, darling donkeys. And if you all didn't get that, I have 3 in my stash that I'm planning on doing a special giveaway with later in the year. Not right now, but I've got too many other things going right now. But I do just want to give you a heads up if you didn't get the darling donkeys. There's still a chance. Whee! Okay, so there is my sentiment. Now, I am going to put some ribbon behind it, like I said. So I'm going to flip it over. Boy, my hands are dirty. Wow. Hold on, let me get my ink cleanser here. One thing you can do when your hands get too bad, you can rub them on your Stampin' Squeegee. It won't get the ink stains off, but it'll get most of the ink so you don't mess up your white paper too bad. There we go. Or keep, handy wipes handy. Handy wipes handy. That's funny. All right, here we go. Yes, Cindy said her guys love that darling donkeys. All right, so this is double-sided ribbon. This is retiring too, and it has Pretty Peacock on one side and Old Olive on the other. So I want the Pretty Peacock to show more than the Old Olive. So how I'm going to do that is I am going to tape the Old Olive down so that when I flip it over here like this, the Pretty Peacock is showing on the other side. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, so what I do is I take some adhesive and I just put a strip of it. I put a couple strips. There we go. And we are, whoops, oh heavens to Betsy. Shoot, where are my tweezers? Tweezers, where are you? Oh no. I don't usually need tweezers when I'm doing something like this, but because I dropped it and it has adhesive and I don't have any fingernails, well, this pair of scissors is gonna have to work. I can't get under there. Oh, there we go. I have fingernails. They're just so thick because they're fake. Okay, here we go. Back to what we're doing. So we have Old Olive down. Oh, and I wanted it at an angle. I wanted this angle. There we go. So we're going to do that. Now, let me get in closer so you all can see what I'm doing. Here we go. So I've taped the ribbon down in the center, and now I take a finger's width, okay, right there, and I wrap the ribbon over and put one on the top, and then do it again on this side, but go on the bottom, okay? Just like that. And then when you flip it over, you get this. Well, let's make this one not so much at an angle. There we go. There we go. So you get this idea. Now, these tails, of course, are too long, so I'm going to take my snips. There we go. And we're just going to trim those ribbons right up. 1 and 2. There we go. So now we have some pretty ribbon behind, whoops, there we go. Sorry, I was out of the camera. Behind our sentiment. Cool trick, huh? All right, now let me come back out a little bit. Whoa, wrong way. There we go. Come out a little bit. Get our card base. So our card base, we're just folding it at half. It's just a traditional, it's just card here in the United States, cards are traditionally 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That is half of a sheet of 8 1/2 by 11 paper. So if you have cardstock, which we sell, which you can buy anywhere, but we sell 8.5 by 11. You just cut it in half and you have a card base. So for those of you who didn't know that, I mean, most people know that, but some don't. This is a horizontal card, and we are putting watercolor paper down. So we need to have glue. It really's got to have super duper heavy adhesive. Now, if you have the Stampin' Seal Plus, that's strong enough also, but I just have the Stampin' Seal. I don't have the Plus with me right now. So here we go. And plus, I just like glue, because glue, you can wiggle it around a little bit until it sticks completely. There we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? I just love that watercolor wash. It's just so fun. And like I said, I am going to share a link with you guys to see how to do this salt technique. I did it Monday, but the video was all awful. The sound was out and everything else. So, but I had done it back at Christmas, and so I'll link that one up, and you can see how to do this salt watercolor technique with that video. All right, there we go. We got that. Okay, that's just so pretty. All right, now I want some twine here, and the Handsomely Suited Sweet has these two. This is a double combo pack you can buy, and it has a gray and a navy, Night of Navy. And so I thought the gray looked good, and we're just going to wrap it a couple of times. Now I do want it to be hidden by the sentiment, so we're going to put the sentiment right here. All right, we're going to put the sentiment right here. So I'm going to attach my twine right there. And so I'm just going to put a little adhesive just to hold it. Okay. And we're going to wrap it twice. So we're going to stick it in there and then wrap and wrap and come back. Okay, now we're back, and we're going to stick it in there and trim it. Okay, so now you can have them separated or you can put them together however you want. Okay, and just have that stuck in there. There we go. And now, of course, we need dimensionals. Let me grab those. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Carol asked about the salt. I have Mediterranean rock salt in a in this salt shaker here. And so it's a salt grinder. And so it's Mediterranean salt. You can put the big pieces of Mediterranean salt in there, or you can grind it, and it's kind of a coarse salt. I used it as ground up as coarse salt. You can use table salt, or you can use these whole pieces. It's going to give you a different effect each time. It's so fun. I love the salting technique. It's so cool. All right, we are using Stampin' Dimensionals here, and I'm going to put one here on the twine also, because even though I put adhesive down there, like I said, this is very textured paper. You can feel the salt that's in there. And even though I rubbed it real good, it still has a lot of texture. So I just want to make sure it stays stuck. And there we go. All right, we are done. Is that not the most fun card? I just love it. Those cute little dinos. You're awesome. All right. Now, let's get back to our contest. Or not contest, I'm sorry. It's a challenge. It's not a contest. You don't win anything. It's all luck of the wheel. So here is the sketch. And I will put a post at the top of my Facebook page, Creating with Christina, and it will show you this sketch, so if you don't remember. And it will also have the video there too. Now, if you can't find the video on my page because I've pinned the contest, I said it again, the challenge, you can go to my YouTube and it'll be on my YouTube channel also. All right, here we go. Let me switch over. Nope, didn't switch over. Come on. There we go. Yay! We need to spin the wheel. We had 11 people enter. Now, what I do here, for those of you who've not been with me before, I have the wheel with the number of people who entered, and we spin. and it landed on number 8. So now what I do is I go over to my Facebook page and I count down 8 cards. So let's see who number 8 was. Okay, and there we go. And here we go, back up to the top. So like I said, when you get on the Facebook page, you'll see the challenge pinned to the top. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have Kathy Rutledge. Yay, Kathy! Kathy Rutledge. Very good. So you're our winner this week, and I will be mailing out a prize to you. Also, last week's winner needs her prize, and the week before needs her prize. So I'm a little behind on sending out prizes. I totally apologize, but I will get those out. Oh, I have so much fun with you guys every week. You all go make your card and pin it to or post it on the Facebook page. And I will see you on Friday for Fun Fold Friday. I'm going to design a beautiful scene with this Dino set. And it's a fun fold also. You're going to love it. So you will definitely want to be here on Friday. Okay. One last thing. Don't forget, if you did not get the email yesterday about the paper share, message me, okay? And I will send you that link. And we're also still having our clearance sale and our last product chance sale. So check those out too. All right. See you again Friday. Bye-bye. Oh. Where's the end button? There it is.